Welcome back to another episode of Jason's Bricks in 5, where we discuss LEGO content in videos of around 5 minutes. As you can see, I am not at my LEGO city. You may be wondering where I am. I'm actually in Colorado, Loveland, Colorado to be exact. And you might be saying, what are you doing in Loveland, Colorado? Well, this building behind me, it currently is Rise Broadband. However, this is the original birthplace of LEGO in America. So LEGO, based out of Billund, Denmark, wanted to get into other markets, and Samsonite, yes, the luggage maker, had this idea of producing LEGO bricks, and they signed an exclusive agreement to produce those for North America, so Canada and the United States. And they started doing that in 1961. Originally, they produced the bricks in their Ontario plant. But then in 1965, they moved to this new second plant in Loveland, Colorado that they had just built to produce their LEGO bricks. It did not last very long though, unfortunately. In 1971, it is when there was some disputes between LEGO and Samsonite about quality and some other issues, led to the ending of the agreement, at least within the United States. They did continue to produce bricks for the Canadian market until the 80s, but this is the location where LEGO was first made in the United States, in a factory. Samsonite continued to use the factory until I think 1986, making their other products, but they stopped producing LEGO in the 70s at this location. So after Samsonite moved out of this facility, I believe it was Waterpick that came in and used the facility for quite a number of years, and then it was recently that Rise Broadband took over the location. However, the building used to have, I guess, a decor of LEGO bricks on the side, and they were either made out of a stucco, concrete, couldn't really get a solid answer, but that's what I understand from locals. And it wasn't until recently, after Waterpick had moved out, that they removed those final ones. I guess there was some efforts to try to preserve it, but unfortunately, they were not successful. So unfortunately, we are left with the building, but it has no reference to the origins of the LEGO factory and the origins of the building, why it was built. But this is the location that LEGO was born in North America. It's one other site we're gonna go check out, so let's run over there real quick. So by no means are we anywhere near the city center. So I guess, like my wife just pointed out, the original LEGO factory in the US is like the original one in Europe. It's in the middle of nowhere. So after, roughly 40 years, LEGO has returned to Loveland in the form of a bricks and minifig. And it's kind of fitting that it's not an actual LEGO owned, but more of a secondary party, I guess you might say, involved in LEGO. So let's go ahead and check out the bricks and minifigs in Loveland, Colorado. So upon entering the store, we are greeted by quite a large space for bricks and minifigs. And they really had quite a great selection of both new and used sets available. One thing I liked particularly were the history of the LEGO logos that they had above the shelves on one side of the store. Now, one unique thing about this particular bricks and minifigs is that they've done a good job of paying homage to the history of LEGO in their community. So in addition to the display of sets available for sale, they had some interesting historical pieces. Here they have on display one of the original wooden LEGO trucks, available for purchase, if you'd like, for the low price of $1,150, but a neat piece of LEGO history prior to plastics. Another great thing they had in this store was a LEGO City. I can only imagine a small child coming in and just gawking at this for hours with all the fun cultural references and all the minifigs. They told me the city display was placed here by the Cow Lug, the local LEGO user group. But the biggest highlight of the entire store had to be this case by the register, which showed some great historical pieces from the Samsonite era in Loveland. They had lots of great displays that are in such great shape, and they even had examples of bricks produced, including test bricks. And in addition to that, they had some examples of some of the poor quality of the Samsonite bricks, which I think led to the ending of the Samsonite contract with Lego. So while this was a great store, now we're going to go check out one other location. So we've continued down to Denver, and we are at the Colorado Mills Mall. We're going to go check out the Lego store. They have one here, and I believe they have a minifig factory. This display in the window makes me think of the scene in Elf. So this is definitely a good-sized Lego store. I guess the manager was telling me that this is like an outlet store. I don't really notice a difference other than a wall back here, which is marked with all sale items. So she said they get retired or damaged sets, which I thought was kind of interesting. And we can't go to the Lego store without checking out the Pick-a-Brick, of course. Let's see who Tanya is.
Let's put a torso
She's a prisoner. Being that this is the closest store with a minifig factory to our house at 8 hours away, we decided to take the opportunity to commemorate our visit with custom minifigs. However, something interesting happened and the machine went crazy on some, and we got arm print instead of back print, but they fixed it. Alright, so we went to the Lego factory and we finished with the Lego minifig factory. See, we've got some goodies there. So that's going to do it for our trip to Colorado. And happy anniversary.
Thanks.
See you next time on Jason's Bricks and 5. Happy building.